Lukashevich. Swept out to center. Posthumous skates into it. Couldn't get past Machu into the zone. Played ahead to Voronin. Kuzma. Couldn't get past Trevor Conley at the blue line, but back checked away from him by Braden Clark. Played ahead to Patilla, then Voronin to Clark. Shot! Zigulov makes the save. Rebound played out to center. Great look for Braden Clark. Wilson from his own zone plays it to Voronin to Machu. Bounced off a stick back to Machu, actually, as Voronin actually trying to clear it there. And now it is out to center. Cooper Simpson. His dumping attempt came back to him, stolen by Voronin. He'll fire it to the end wall and go. Was Sean Cohane. Now the Storm bring it back in. Posthumous. Wedged to the corner nicely by Kuzma Voronin. Loose puck. Rolls to DeHaro. Backhanded up the far boards to Patilla. Tried to touch it ahead. Was looking back for Voronin. And is now Crandall gets put down. Here's a full slapper by Patilla. Save. Rebound. Voronin couldn't get it through the 5-hole. And Zigulov. Tri-City controls the draw. Snapped ahead to center to Conley. Bounces over the stick of Strathman, but rolls to Patilla. Out to center. Off of a man and redirected into the right wing corner. Voronin battling against Harper. Tried to feed it out in front to Patilla. Didn't click. Pass now to the point for Pittner. Broken up by Tri-City, and they'll carry ahead. Big hit at center as Tri-City gives up the biscuit. Still loose there around the red line. Finally corralled. Face-off won by Youngstown. Wilson, top of the right circle. Spins away from Lacroix. To Botterill. Between the circles, his shot blocked and then popped on net. The 4-on-4 is here. Botterill gets control of the draw. Botts had it poked off his stick and out to center. Coming ahead was Lacroix. Tried to play it over to Rode, who took his man to the boards as it comes into the Youngstown end, but Phantom's able to get control of the puck. Wilson. Ahead to Luke. Young wins the draw. To Wilson. To Osborne. Shot blocked in front. And then popped to the end wall. Voronin tried to draw a tripping call there. Nothing coming. To Osborne. Spins away from his man. Luke fed it around the kick plate. Posthumous. Ronaldo won the draw to McLaughlin. Behind the cage, Connor DeHaro. Scored his first USHL goal today. Sent it out to center, but right to the stick of Posthumous. Drop back for Lukashevich. Played a little give and go with his defensive partner. Now it's Posthumous into the zone. Long distance shot, ripped it wide of the net. Bales pinched in to keep it alive. Behind the cage, it came off the stick of DeHaro. Bales plays it to the near side. Voronin chipped it ahead. DeHaro couldn't skate into it. Sent back to the left corner by the Storm. McLaughlin danced around one, couldn't dance around two. Back into the corner it goes. Up the wall by DeHaro. Gunty just going to throw it to open ice near side. It does get out the center. Lukashevich shoves it right back in. Came around the dasher. Wynn couldn't stop it. Available in the left corner. Posthumous poked it behind the cage. DeHaro sent it back from where it came, but out of the reach of McLaughlin. Into the corner is Trevor Conley. This line's been out here for a minute for Youngstown. Up the wall. Cohane, D to D to Lukashevich. Shot, saved by Wynn. Rebound was there, but Conley had his stick tied up. Comes to Youngstown, to Gunty, to the line. Chip past one, and then backhanded in the Tri-City zone. The ice. Wynn will set it up for Machu.
Phantoms need to try to create more scoring chances.
Phantoms ahead to the line. Osborne dumps it into the Tri-City zone and hustles off for a change. Sent to the end wall. Voronin poked around his man. Fed it in front looking for Clark. Couldn't backhand it home. I think Patilla got away with a slash there on Blaise Savoy as Lacroix brings it into the Youngstown end. Turned it over to Voronin. Phantoms can't clear. Crandall hustled over to it. Sent it behind the cage. There for Youngstown is McLaughlin. Phantoms will break it back through center. Fed through the low slot. Clark couldn't fire it home. Chipped it toward the cage. Blocked away by Harper. Came right back to Clark. Picking it up is Patilla. Harper played it away from the scrum. Voronin picked it up. Kuzma up top for McLaughlin. His shot blocked by Nizimayev. Fed back down low for Patilla. Tangled up with Harper, played in front looking for Clark. Pass did not click. McLaughlin will keep. Couldn't feed it down the wall. Nizimayev feeds it ahead to Jake Rossi. Rossi on the break, shot off the post, and then couldn't fire home the rebound.
What a save from Colin Wynn.
Into the right corner, Nizimayev stripped of the puck by Voronin. Took a bump from Rossi, comes up to the point for Bales, and his shot high and wide over the net. Behind the net, it's Rossi as Tri-City turning it on here in the second period. They lead 2-1. Last 2 goals of the game belong to the Storm. As the net is off its mooring, Nizimayev. Face-off won by Braden Clark. Pittner taken to the end boards, couldn't get a stick on it. Youngstown able to clear it to line, kept by Cohane. Clark, he couldn't clear. Fed in front. Backhander by Briere, stopped by Colin Wynn. Rebound picked up by Rusinski. Played ahead, was looking for Voronin. He couldn't handle the pass, comes back down into the of Zigulov. Face-off controlled by Youngstown. Botterill down the left side. Back to the point for Osborne. Point-to-point over for Pittner. Torrey into the right corner. Back up to Osborne. Fed across to Botterill. Shot, redirected in the slot. Bounced over to Pittner. Pittner dances away from Lukashevich. Fed around the wall. Botterill hustling in, but Peluso got there first. He'll get the clear. Wynn sets it up for Osborne as Tri-City kills up the penalty, changes up the penalty killers. 40 seconds gone here on the man advantage for Youngstown. Into the zone comes Botterill. Fed quickly over to Pittner, down the wall to Patilla, back to Pittner. Torrey down the right wall to Voronin, back to Pittner. To the point for Osborne, to Pittner, fed quickly across to Botterill. Bots, back to the point for Osborne, was in his wheelhouse. He was ready for the one-timer. Over to Pittner, right circle, shot! Zigulov makes the save and covers the off the blocker of Zigulov. It stayed in play. Crashing in, trying to keep it alive was Voronin, but Lukashevich wedged him off, got it to Constance, who played it out the center. This might be icing on Tri-City. No, they're going to wave it off. McLaughlin to Pittner, picked off by Beckner, but his pass to the point stolen away by Clark. Couldn't chip it past Lukashevich, however. Second effort, the fans get it ahead. Voronin coming in. Kuzma, shot, scores!
What a beauty from Voronin. That was such a great goal.
You do not know the power of the dark side. Kuzma Voronin, his second goal of the season, gets Youngstown back within one. Time of the goal, 14:44.
When most of the period's just been spent on Youngstown on the penalty.
Here's a shot for the left point. Little floater on to take the draw against Ronaldo. Road won it. Back to Constance, over to Rossi. Jake carrying ahead, stolen by Youngstown in the neutral zone, fed back toward their line, but taken by Constance and sent into the Youngstown end. Wynn into the corner. Ahead off the stick of Voronin. They're going to say no icing here because it was a deflection on a direct play by Voronin. Blazevoy around the wall to Rossi, kept at that line by Voronin, and he will turn and throw it on net. Zigulov plays it over to the left side with 15 seconds left in the second period. Back out to center by Youngstown. Machu ahead to the line. Voronin ducks under a check, and they're going to say the Phantoms were offside on the... Bounces it in on net. Zigulov makes the save. Played it over to Cohane. Youngstown for the line change. Crandall redirects it to the Youngstown line. Comes back to him. Then touches it behind it to Posthumous. Played away from him by McLaughlin. Sent through to Haro, but going to come for Voronin. Most recent goal scorer in the game. Tri-City has the 3-2 lead. McLaughlin ahead for Voronin. Left it for Clark, but turned it over. Stormer coming ahead. It's Simpson. Over to Conley, near boards. Hit hard by DeHaro. Conley was actually losing his footing before the hit and took it from the seat of his pants as Youngstown plays it down the ice. No icing here as it was redirected by Tri-City. Be picked up by Bales. Tried to send it up the near side. Stolen by Braden Clark. Backhanded it through the low slot. Nobody there for Youngstown. Storm send it to the line. Conley turned it over to Clark. Clark to Patilla, sent wide of the cage. Around to the near side. Simpson tried to spin off a hit. Braden Clark causing havoc here on this shift. Tri-City gets a steal, and Simpson will lift it out to center. Bouncing down for Conley. Left circle forwards are changing as Kohane sends it up that far side. And the Storm will just lift it down to center. This one's going to roll in toward Wynn. He's going to play it ahead quickly for Patilla. Patilla past the stick check of Conley. His shot off the arm of Zigalov in behind the net. Voronin in on it. Fed in front. Clark fans on the one-timer. Off the glass and out to center. Osborne picks it up and wheels it far side for Pittner. Torrey ahead off the stick of Braden Clark, so no icing. Voronin got there first under the stick of Braden Clark as he tried a quick backhanded touch feed to the front. Lukashevich brought it to the Youngstown blue line and heads off for a change. Machu got there first. Played back out to center. Tri-City fired it back in. And they'll resume the power play for Youngstown. Glockland to Burchill. To the red line to Grant Young into the zone. Played to the corner for Burchill. Couldn't play it around the kick plate. Stopped up by Tri-City. Phantoms able to corral it at the half wall up to the point for Osborne. Down the wall to Burchill. His pass across. Picked off by the Storm. Carrying it ahead and getting the clear, A.J. Lacroix. Phantoms going to get some fresh bodies on the ice. 2:20 left in the power play for Youngstown. As here, Youngstown turns it over to Conley in the neutral zone. And Conley will just fire it to the end wall. Pittner sets it up for Osborne. Look out as that's stolen by Conley right at the blue line. Unaware of his surroundings there. I believe that was Ryan Botterill. As the Storm will send it down the ice once more, hard off the end wall. Osborne plays it away from Beckner over to Pittner. So we are more than halfway home here on the double minor. In fact, 1:43 left in the power play for Youngstown. Pittner into the zone. Constance got to it in the near corner. Played it up the wall, able to bump it to open ice, and the Storm will get the clear once more. That's Blaise Savoy. Power play unit out for Youngstown. As the Phantoms win the draw, Ronaldo a little interfered with there, but Lukashevich will get the clear. Phantoms have control. I have to imagine Wynn is going to follow the puck up the ice. Wilson to Ronaldo, and Wynn will head back to the bench. Wynn is on the bench, 1:52 left in regulation. Patilla around the cage to the far side. Floats it to Torrey Pittner. Torrey down the right side. Into the corner, up for Jack Wilson. Jack, low shot missing the redirect where the Phantoms in front. Ronaldo to Wilson at the point. To Ronaldo, shot. Zigalov made the save. Rebound loose. Scores! Split all four Tri-City defenders at the blue line entering the zone. And here Tri-City controls the faceoff. Conley fed it in front. Loosened the slot. Fired over the cage by Rode. Rode, side of the net. Played into the corner. We're not at overtime yet here, folks, as Patilla clears it into the neutral zone. Clark plays it into the Tri-City end. 35 seconds left in regulation. Played to the line. Knocked down by Patilla. Sent back to the line. Tri-City bumps it back out to center. Conley can't come into the Youngstown end. Braden Clark ices the puck. To take the draw. Conley in the shotgun. Tie up off the draw. Big massive humanity down. Youngstown gets control. Wilson skates it ahead. Tries to get away from the forecheck of Conley. Plays it to center for Patilla. 10 seconds left in regulation. Conley shot off the shoulder.